And Tyler Orton from Business in Vancouver joins us now to talk about business headlines. Good morning, Tyler.
Good morning, Sam.
Well, it was a very disappointing market debut for Roots yesterday. What happened?
Well, I've got some good news and some bad news for Roots. Its share prices are up today after it had a very, very disappointing debut. It actually at one point fell 20% below its initial public offering price. And the good news, though, it's tempered by the fact that the share price has only risen so far this morning by just 1 penny. So it's not great for them, but essentially, if we look at what happened, there's a lot of signs leading up to this. With regards to Roots, they actually set an IPO price of $12 last week. That's below the $14 to $16 range that they were originally aiming for. Look at the state of the retail industry right now. We have Sears Canada liquidating at this point, and I don't know if investor appetite was there for Roots, which brand, it's not quite as hip as it once was. Take that in contrast to Aritzia, the Vancouver-based retailer. It had an IPO last year, almost exactly a year ago, and it blew past market expectations there. It just really shows you maybe the different branding between those two companies.
Yeah, absolutely. Interesting timing for Roots, too. Okay, let's talk about this one. There's been a public boardroom battle involving the founders of Hootsuite and Clearly Contacts. Explain this one to me.
A very unusual case. We don't see this every day here in Vancouver, but essentially Payfirma shareholders, this is a financial tech company here in Vancouver, they voted this week to oust half of its boardroom directors following a month-long proxy fight between two factions. These factions have been divided by the founder and CEO of Payfirma, Michael Gokturk, as well as Hootsuite CEO Ryan Holmes on one side, and on the other side, Clearly Contacts founder Roger Hardy and two other boardroom directors. Essentially, it all comes down to whether or not they should explore a reverse takeover, as the CEO wanted to do. So this case, it resulted with shareholders voting to oust Roger Hardy as well as two others, Lance Tracy and Mark Levy, from the board and replace them with a Toronto-based lawyer as their replacement director in this situation. It looks like the CEO, Michael Gokturk, he's going to get his wish to explore this reverse takeover, but it's come at a big cost. We've had a very public war of words that has resulted in a defamation lawsuit against Gokturk. We've even had legal action to postpone this shareholders meeting, which took place this week. Can't emphasize enough, I've really not seen a case like this in the last 5 years across Vancouver. I would keep our eyes on what exactly the founders of these various companies want to do now. There might be a bit of a retreat from the public eye at this point.
Sounds pretty ugly. All right.
Yeah.
Thanks for that, Tyler. You can learn more, of course, at BIV.com.